We're actually about to start right now with our opening ceremony, Ronnie Smith.
If you would like to come and sit over here, there's plenty of seats over here on the left-hand side of the room. Everyone over there, if you'd like to sit, if you don't, it's okay. If you'd like to stop some of the side conversations, that would be very nice. We'll try and get through this relatively quickly. Welcome everyone. Hello, everyone here, everyone listening. Can I get your attention? Can I get it for a little period of time? Okay, good. Some people still coming in. Excellent, excellent. Welcome to the 9th UK Fruitfest. Thank you very much for coming. Really appreciate you being here. Hope you're all glad to be here. Are you glad to be here? Are you glad to be here? Come on. Good, excellent. What?
Can we have an extra week?
Not this year, but maybe another time. With that kind of response, maybe we will. Excellent. But thank you very much, Barbara, and nice to see you. And I hope you're all starting to feel like you made a good choice to be here. Have you made a good choice?
Yeah.
You might not know that yet, maybe in a few days, hopefully. But I want to show you, I think you've made a great choice. So a round of applause for all you guys. Thank you very much. Yeah. How many people here for the very first time? Let's see your hands up. Applause for these people. And we've had an amazing support this year. People coming from all over the world, really. And we've had a lot of people. We've got a number of people from America this year. Round of applause for them. We have from Mexico. From Germany, France, from Italy, Argentina, Sweden, Denmark, yeah, and many other, Gibraltar. Who's from Gibraltar? He's not here, is he? Okay, excellent. Well, thank you very much. And Puerto Rico. Okay, sorry. London. Applause for London. Scotland. Nice. Wales. So, thank you very much for all coming, and we want to quickly show some recognition as well to some of our guests who have been here many times. We have Jane Sinclair, I think it's the 8th time coming. Jane, thank you very much. Laurie Ellicott, I think you're 6 or 7 times, Laurie, if you're here. Thank you very much. James Andrew, 6 times, I think. 6. Thank you so much. Angelica's come from Denmark. Is it 5 or 6 times, Angelica? 6 times? Yeah. Donna Whitworth, 5 times. Donna? Jim Kane, I think you're 4 or 5 times, Jim? You're here 5 times. Pauline from Luxembourg, I didn't actually say Luxembourg, 4 times, 5 times, 4 times. Yeah, thank you. Diana and Bart, 4 times, 5 times. Who knows? Certainly, we've got so many people who've been here 3 times. 3rd time for Pete Rogers, Laura Astley, Barbara and Peter, Lionel, Raphael Resch, Della Upshur, Hilary McMillan, Diana Evans and her sons. And thank you all for coming for the 3rd time, everyone. For the 2nd time, yeah. Gabrielle, coming from Germany, Rebecca, Kieran and Sashin, Greg, who's not here yet, Sarah, Naringa, Sylvia, Claire, thank you all for coming another time. And we have a few people that have been every time, but that's my mum, Matthew, So, let me tell you a little bit about this event. But I don't want to keep you too long. Is everyone tired? Is everyone looking to go to bed, or how are you all doing? Let me try and assess. No? Everyone wants the pool party? We'll get to that. Everyone's got a little bit of energy. Why don't we all stand up and get a bit of energy going? How do we do this, Roger? A bit of Osho meditation or something? Or we'll jump up for a little bit. Everyone, come on, let's get up and get some energy going. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Okay, good. Let's shake you up a little bit. Well, there's going to be a lot of that this week. If you're uncomfortable with that, you don't have to take part, but there's going to be a lot of weird and wild stuff this week. The UK Fruitfest came together first time 2014, and that held place in, actually there was a fruit camp back then. Our first event was in Tiverton in Devon, and the event grew over the years, and we eventually moved to Croft Farm. We were there for many years, and we've been here the last couple of years. We've had many people from all over the world. We had lots of many speakers from all over the world, lots of famous Instagram, YouTube, all these kind of people. One year we had 200 people, and then it was going to go up to like 250 people. Then we had a wonderful couple of years, pandemic, lockdown, where we had a wonderful experience of getting to stay in our homes for a long time and all this kind of stuff. And we are still going. We actually managed to keep going during the pandemic, probably the only festival that took place in the whole time. And a lot of, so we've kept going somehow. And we had a place to celebrate the raw vegan lifestyle, provide world-class education on the topic, a place for people to experience a community coming together with similar ideas and ethics and way of life. And for many people, this is a place of transformation and growth. Have anyone experienced that here? You feel some sense of leaving the festival a better person? Has anyone felt that? We've got some hands up, nice. And a lot of that will come from the people you meet here, the people all around you. You know, you might want to start looking around. Someone here might be your next best friend or your next mentor, your next whoever it is. And who knows who that'll be. But this week will be full of wonderful moments and connections if you're open and ready for that. And I'm sure many of you are looking for that. And I've said here, these fruit festivals are famous for the unique energy brought together when people eat their healthiest diet for a week. So it's not just a festival, it's a retreat from our usual lives. We provide education. It's not just a centre of education, it's truly many things. And we're really hoping to make this one of the best weeks of your year and give you experiences and memories that you'll learn for a long time and keep with you. And one of the nice things that I see, and some of you might have experienced, is that the community continues after the festival a little bit. Does that make sense? It continues, and I watch from afar. It's nothing to do with me, but I see that people continue on with their life and do other things and have other achievements, and I see other people from the festival supporting them, being part of it, helping them in some way, being involved, getting together outside of this. So it keeps going, this feeling, this community, so it's very nice. But you may be happy to know we're not a religion or a cult. It might be a place for spiritual growth for you, but we're not linked to any particular denomination. There's no dogma particularly here. It's not really a place to seek medical advice, diagnosis. This isn't like a hospital, obviously. And our speakers will be able to share a wide range of information on health-related topics and their own stories, but it's not really a place to seek diagnosis, treatment of your conditions, and so on. And we're not looking to sell alternative medical solutions such as supplements or herbal remedies or anything like that. Let me tell you a little bit about this place. This is, we're here in Dunfield House, close to the town of Kington, Herefordshire, 2 miles from the border of Wales. Wales? despite being on the western side of Offa's Dyke, has been English for over 1,000 years. Boo. No. The town is in the shadow of Herefordshire Ridge and on the River Arrow. The Dunfield House goes back to 1586. First recorded history of the house, 1586. The owner was William Shelley, was accused of committing treason under the reign of Queen Elizabeth I. The property was temporarily seized by the government, but returned to his wife on his death. I'm not sure why I'm reading this out, but is that maybe that's of interesting? Interesting? Okay. Lots of weird things. Fast forward to World War II, the house was requisitioned by the American Army. The American Army? Yay! No? Okay. Evidence suggests that racial segregation still occurred, with white soldiers sleeping in the house and black soldiers sleeping in the field. Interesting. Few facts from this time are known, but local evidence suggests Winston Churchill, General Patton, General Eisenhower met here. Potentially high-level talks to discuss D-Day plans were held here. Okay. It's thought that Winston Churchill was in the cellars when London was experiencing some of its worst bombing. Okay. It was used for returning soldiers. And then, fast forward, it was bought by the community of Christchurch. And they've been using this house and renting it to people. And they hope that Dunfield House is a place in which we can imagine how good the world can be. That is their motto for this place, how good the world can be. And that falls in line with our plans this week. This property has extensive grounds. We're going to have a lot of walks this week. We're going to explore it. Many interesting points on the property. We hope you get to use it as much as possible and explore and see around it. So, that is a little bit about this place that we're in. And where we are right now, at the start of this event, you might feel the first few days. Maybe it takes a little bit of a while for some people to relax. Don't worry about that. It's very normal. You might feel out of place a little bit, hopefully not too long. And then we'll start to, once everything starts to relax a little bit, we'll all have a really good time. By the end of the week, we'll feel like a bit of a family, and you might not want to leave. But, yeah. So, I'm very grateful for you all to be here, and I'm really looking forward to the week. And I guess to talk briefly about the importance of what we're doing this week and the importance of what you all are doing in your lives with making these alternative choices against what we're seeing in the world. And we're getting offered solutions and ideas for how we can live a good life and suggestions on how we can live a good and better life and a healthier life. And a lot of you, I'm sure, have been on a journey where you start to realise that some of these conventional mainstream ideas of what you've been given and told are not quite what you expected them to be, or that it doesn't lead you to where you want to be or to be the person that you want to be. And we have to figure out our own path sometimes, and I really admire you all for having done that and making your own path in life and finding your own way and having the courage to do that. It takes tremendous courage to do that. It is so easy to go along with what everyone else is doing. It is so tremendously easy to do that. And the problem is that where we're going as a world is maybe not in the right direction. And to some extent what we've seen is, and what we see in our world today is we have more money spent on healthcare than ever, we have more money going into research than ever, we have more money going into all sorts of, into food than ever, and into trying to develop food in different ways, and we're still seeing the same diseases, the same problems, potentially getting worse and worse, and it is ruining people's lives. And I want you to really start to take seriously that although you might not always see it, the way the world is, the lifestyle that people eat, the diet that people eat is destroying lives. And I want maybe this week, if you're looking to share and help others with this, realise how serious that is. It destroys people's lives at a very young age often. what we're doing here is very important, becoming educated and powerful and strong with this message and this idea of simply to eat healthier food. And that is actually the most powerful thing that we can do. But never forget that. Never forget that a lot of people out there will present themselves as being well, and they are not well. They are not well. Many people are not, and they may hide under the surface, but they're not well. And the tremendous amount of pain and discomfort that occurs in this world because of the culture we have and the lifestyle that people lead and the food people eat is incredibly destructive. It holds the human race back, it holds our planet back, it holds us all back from living a better, more peaceful life. And what we're doing here for this week and seeing what would it be like if we actually led a simpler life, if we ate simpler, if we were active, if we got out into the fresh air now and again, if we started to be kind and think about each other and more loving and all these things. And we will see how human community should really should be and should feel, and how supported we should all feel. And sometimes the funny thing is the impact of this festival, or your impact, is not clear to you, but you doing your best to improve your health and improve your life, the little steps that you make are absolutely enormous. You don't realise the impact that you can have by the example that you set for people that you don't even notice are noticing you. So always be aware of that. It's always difficult to stay motivated to do things going against the grain. It's difficult to do that. But remember that we have to think about ourselves and learn and realise that we have to develop that mindset of realising that we are planting seeds for who knows, future generations, people we never meet. We plant the seeds of the trees that will never grow under. We plant the trees whose shade we will never sit under. And we need to realise that sometimes when you're lonely and it seems no one else wants to live a healthier life and so on. Get inspired this week a little bit and realise this. You're going to meet a lot of people that are kind of weird to the outside world, but totally normal to what humans really should be and how we should act and how we should feel and the fun that we should be having. And this information is going to keeps on getting out there because it's the truth. And it's very simple. We see major change happening in the world with all the fast food restaurants starting to go vegan very quickly. and some people don't like that or whatever, but everything's going in the right direction. Anyway, a little bit of housekeeping, and we'll introduce a few important people at the event. A few agreements we'd like you to participate in to help the festival run smoothly. Please attempt to show up on time, classes, activities. Tonight we've been late. That's my fault. But we will not be late the rest of the festival. We will be on time. I guarantee it. So we'll be on time. Please be on time as well. You're still welcome to come in, but make an effort to be on time when you can. A few rules around the kitchen. The kitchen has to prepare the room there before we go in, so we can leave that room when they have to prepare. We'd ask you not to go into the food storage area or the kitchen unless you're a volunteer or you're working there helping out. And respect the fact that the kitchen is doing their best at all times and putting out the best food at all times, and we're not holding anything back from you. We have other food orders to come in, we have plenty of food to come. The Wi-Fi password you will find in a little book in the lounge. If any of you don't know where to find that, I can take you there. We'll let you find that. That's fine. And parents, obviously be aware of the kids, but we're going to help a little bit with that. Rubbish, please don't sort of throw fruit and stuff out into the lawn or out into the... We have it all, we put it in the bins, we can get it composted, so we're going to get it all composted, so that's fine. So we can keep any fruit peels and things, put them in the bin. and we want to respect the site, obviously. We have a shop, we have some merchandise there. Please go and check that out. It will be open most days, probably at some point at the end of lunch and dinner and different times. So check that out. Thank you very much. And that's about me for those kind of announcements. After, I'll have a few at the end if we go into this. So, let me introduce a few people very important to the festival. I see if everyone's here. Is anyone else not here? Is that a silly question to ask? Who's not here? Who's not here? Yeah. That's a good question to ask. Yeah, so we have a number of people that will be helping with the festival, especially some of our speakers who will be teaching you, some people that will be leading classes, and will be inspiring, leading you, showing you the way. People have a lot of experience in this lifestyle. So let me, I think we're getting on to be a bit late, so we won't bring everyone up, but I'll mention a few names. Roger King, at the back here, if you want to stand in the way. So, Roger will be leading dance in the morning. I believe that you'll meet people outside of the benches perhaps, and it'll be outside, or it might be somewhere else if the weather's not great for that. We have Grant Campbell over here. Grant will be leading runs, and once again, I think I think meeting up outside. I'll take this chance to go through the schedule a little bit. If any of you do have the schedule with you, have you got a schedule yet?
What about South?
Have you got a schedule yet?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, everyone's got a schedule?
Yeah.
Okay, you're keeping it a secret from me, I like that. And I'll tease it out of you eventually, but I hope you do have a schedule. So we start off tomorrow morning. Well, tomorrow anyway. We have yoga in the morning with Corinne. The yoga will be in here. This is Corinne Gordon, if you will stand up. Corinne is our yoga teacher. Yoga in the morning. There'll be an evening yoga session as well on Tuesday. These will all be in here. So please come here for the yoga. I think we have a few yoga mats spare for some people that have not been able to bring one. And I imagine you can just do it on the ground if you don't have the mat. Some people say no, I don't know. Okay. Then Jane Sinclair. Jane.
Yay.
Jane. And Jane will be teaching a class using EFT to release cravings. Emotional freedom technique. Some of you maybe heard of that. She'll be teaching about that. And Alexander.
Yay.
Who's Alexander? Alexander? Yeah, Alexander's going to be teaching at the festival, and he will also be running some of the group walks in the middle of the day, maybe some of the other activities and some of the other workshops and things. We have Andy Cowan. Andy Cowan's going to be giving a presentation. Andy will be giving us a juice presentation. Della Upshur, you caught my eye. And Della will be presenting this week. Abigail, you'll be presenting this. Abigail at the back. We have Matthew Lorimer. Raphael Resch. Raphael will be giving us some great food demos, and Gabrielle Resch will be helping out, I believe. Excellent. So some of the no, I'll do that later. Okay. So and we have myself. I'll be doing a presentation each day. Yeah. I'm just seeing if there's anyone I'm missing out here. Francesca. Francesca's going to be giving us a class. I want to say a big thank you to Lionel. Lionel. Lionel will be helping with our main circle. You okay with that, Lionel?
Yes, sir.
We didn't throw that at you last minute. Okay, and two of our, well, our last two speakers. So, firstly, and I would ask you to come up if you'd like to come up and say a few words. We have, firstly, a presenter of rare ability, exceptional communication skills, and ability to present and teach and share from the heart in a very special way, backed up with incredible knowledge and wisdom. Over half of her life on a raw food diet, living here in the UK, has taught all around the world, has inspired all around the world, everywhere she's went. A very passionate vegan, a very passionate animal lover, a very passionate mother, which I know she's is one of her proudest achievements. And she's been a leading light at the festival for many years. Rosalind Graham.
I'm lost for words. Ronnie, what an introduction. Oh my goodness me. Do you know, it's so amazing. Every single year I come to this festival and I have the privilege of standing here and looking out at your beautiful smiling faces. And the joy is equal when I see those people who I've seen year after year, and it's like a big family reunion. And that's equal to the joy of seeing new faces of people I get to connect with and put together. I mean, what could be a better week, really? Ronnie, you are one amazing individual. You are a legend in your own time to bring such energy, such beauty, such love, and such vibrant positivity together in one place. It's absolutely awesome. Do you want
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, what am I doing? Well, do you know, we come to these festivals and often we're given lots and lots of information and it all goes in here, and then we go home and we think, fabulous, I now know this and I know this. And what do I do with it? Right? So what I'm hoping to help you with this time is making it particularly applicable in your own lives, specifically regarding certain aspects of your health. So my little series, which I'm going to be presenting in the mornings, is how to create something. For example, how to create a healthy vascular system, how to keep your heart healthy, and the arteries and vessels and veins of your body and your capillaries healthy. Because let's face it, problems with that aspect of our anatomy is one of the biggest killers in modern society. Also, another session, how to develop and how to create a healthy neck and jaw and spine and interaction between those things. Another session is about how to create healthy bones and to help to keep them that way. And it doesn't just start when you're in your 60s. Having healthy bones starts whatever age you are. Another session is about how to create healthy joints. And when you get up from this chair, you might be reminded of how sometimes our joints don't feel quite as comfy as we really wish they did. And probably my favourite topic of all is how to create more joy in your life. After all, it doesn't matter if you have the most superbly functional and healthy organism, and if everything around you is in order and beauty, if in your heart you're not truly happy. And so creating joy has to be right at the top of the list of what's important. So I just want to thank you all from my heart for bringing me such joy by sitting there and giving me the honour of listening to me and what I have to say, but even more so connecting with you on a one-to-one basis as we get through this week. And I sincerely hope that I leave having connected personally with each and every one of you, and that's my goal. So let's see if we can make that happen. But bless you all. I hope this week is absolutely fantastic. In fact, I don't need to hope. I know it will be. And I really look forward to not only being part of that, but being able to observe that happening for you too. Thank you so much.
Some call him the father of the raw food movement. Some call him the grandfather of the raw food movement. A few people are starting to say the great-grandfather of the raw food. No. Over 40 years, teaching, learning, sharing, writing some of the most important books on nutrition that the world has seen, working with very high-level, top-level athletes and high-level performers, and somehow we still find some time to come here and be with us and share some hard-earned wisdom, a great inspiration to many people, a leader of leaders, Dr. Doug Graham.
Thank you so much, Ronnie. Thank you so very much. I'm just following you. I mean, is this I'm honored to be here, but actually I'm honored to be anywhere at this point in life. But I'm honored to be here for several reasons. First of all, to be invited. You know, I mean, that's a huge honor in and of itself, but more so, I'm honored that this event exists. And that's because of Ronnie. And so, I mean, I'm not going to talk about what I'm doing here. You can read it on the schedule, and hopefully you'll come. I want to make each and every experience that we have together useful and valuable. And I'll tell you that this event is unlike any other. I've already told some people, but for reasons a list of reasons. The biggest reason was taught to me when I first started doing retreats, a full more than 20 years ago, and one of the teachers said, the best honor you can possibly have is if people come back. He said, you really need to honor the alums of your group, you know, because they will make or break you. If you have to find 100 new people every year, you're in trouble, you know. But if you only have to find 75, it's possible. Rosie and I have been to events all over the world, and the question is always asked, you know, who's coming back? And invariably, it doesn't matter what it is, the vegans, the vegetarians, the raw food groups, it doesn't matter where in the world, almost predictably, 75% are new people at every single event, except here, where we have 55, 60% are new. You have about 35% of returnees that are huge, just so disproportional. And it speaks so highly for this event. If you're a first-timer here, I know you'll come back. This event just can't be matched. And the reason, I think, is because there is a continuity between the various presenters so that we're not all saying things that contradict each other and you end up confused. There's a congruence. And that was created by Ronnie. We talked about it at before the very first event ever came off. What are we going to do? How is this event going to be special? Why are people going to come to UK Fruitfest? Yes, it's in England and it's got a bunch of people from England, and that there's something quaint about that you know, the rest of the world really enjoys. I enjoy it, and I realize that, you know, I'm working with a big chip against me being American, because all Americans are rude in England, just for being, I think, just for being, let alone for being here. So I know it's a lot to overcome. I'll do my best to overcome that and be gracious. But I sit here in awe of this event, that it's happened year after year after, no matter what the obstacles, no matter what the setbacks, no matter how challenging it was, we came together. There's a very special flavor. I'm going to encourage each and every one of you to meet each and every one of you. If you see someone you don't know their name, introduce yourself. Find out who they are. We made so many friends last year that we stayed in touch with through the year. And I see them back again now, and it's just fantastic. You know, I get to hug all my friends that I've seen. I've already gotten more hugs today, perhaps other than my own family, than the whole year so far. I mean, and hugs are really good. I'm totally in favor of hugs. If you feel a need for a hug, come to me. I'm practicing. Throw yourself in with reckless abandon. I don't know what's happening in the rest of the world, and I don't really care. As far as I'm concerned, I live here. And it will take most of you 5 or 6 days before you start to feel like you live here. But I'm encouraging you to start that feeling sooner. If you can get that right now, and just go, wow, I live here. This is it. This is my community. These are the people who I know I can turn to for support. These are the people who aren't going to judge me. They're not going to talk about me behind my back. They're going to make a safe space where I can say, you know, is it okay if I talk about body functions? Or whatever it might be. I don't know what it is. Or, you know, can I mix this food with this food and people don't think you're crazy? I'm just super, super happy to be here. I don't want to take a lot of time. I'm looking around the room and just seeing so many friends that I want to just spend the rest of the night hugging all of you. And I just thank you all very, very much for coming. And I encourage you, don't hold back. Do the hokey pokey, you know, and throw your whole self in and get as much out of this as you possibly can. Ronnie, thanks again.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much, Doug. Kind words. And I just want to run through the schedule a little bit. I see Greg's arrived. Good to see you, Greg. Joseline and Jonas, nice to see you guys. Hopefully we've only got a few other people to arrive. I think almost everyone's here. It's good. Nearly got everyone here. I'll run through the schedule a little bit just in case there's any confusions here. But yeah, the morning yoga in here, the run with Grant will be meeting outside at the benches, I would say. Okay, good. Outside at the benches in front of the house there. Doug's classes, once again, you'll find Doug in fact, Doug will either be in here, or he might go outside, but you'll meet him here. And some of the classes he'll be in the swimming pool, which is behind this building if you've not seen the swimming pool yet.
This way.
This. Here. Yeah. I'm not famous for my sense of directions. And the dance with Roger will be meet at the benches and then on the front lawn, yeah. That's not over there? Over here. Okay. And you might have to go inside if there's a reason to do that, but you'll see Roger. The breakfast, as you've seen, the food is served in the same place we were at, if you've hopefully all been there already. And all of the talks from 10 till 1 are all in here. They run one after another, with a gap in between. We have lunch back in there, and then we have group activities in the middle of the day just after lunch. Jane, would you like to come up and tell us a little bit about one of those areas? We have a 2-hour group activity session after lunch. We have an area called the Healing Zone, which is at the stables, where you meet there. Jane, do you want to talk a little bit about what that is?
Yeah. Ronnie had a vision, and he said, a lot of people come for emotional reasons. It's become more and more obvious it's not just about the food, It's about being your best self. And he said, how do you feel about heading up something maybe called the Healing Zone? So I've set up the diary for it. It'll be in the stable block. It'll run from 2 till 4 every day. Tomorrow we're starting with laughter yoga, which is a great icebreaker if anybody wants to come. Roger and I will be doing EFT. I'll be doing EFT sessions. Roger will be doing counselling sessions. We've got Josie and Laura doing access bars. I think we're doing them. And Josie's also doing Reiki, I think, and sorry, I'm using this, and meditation. So there's a variety of things going on. If you want to know more about it, just come and find me. And let's have some fun with it and just try and be our best selves. And if you want to hang out, it's somewhere to hang out. So, oh, hang on.
Jan.
And Jan, over there, is doing massages every day. So there are sheets in the stable block, in the building sort of with lots of glass windows, and you can sign up on the sheets for either seeing me with EFT, Roger with counselling, Jan with massages. So I encourage you to go and do it quickly because there aren't that many spaces. We'll have some group EFT as well. We'll try and do as much group stuff as we can so that everybody gets a chance. So that's it.
Roger, could you come up and say a few words, please? Let us know what you would like to give to the festival a little bit more.
Oh, it's so lovely to see you all. What eyes are going to your soul. That's what I see, and beautiful. It's beautiful to see you, Grant. It was so lovely to give you a big hug. I'll be looking at how we can love ourselves out of the dreaded drama triangle that so often pervades our world politics, our institutions, that really domesticate us in something so negative often. And looking at a much more empowering way of loving yourself, of changing your awareness, changing what comes out of your mouth, and setting up a vibration in your body with all the medical and the beautiful knowledge you get from Doug, Roslyn. But I go into a power. I love it when people empower themselves. I'll give you a little example. I'm working with a man at the moment who is a very high up policeman, and he has to carry a gun. And he's seen so much violence. And he's only been 4 sessions with me. And he came in yesterday. And he said, I'm learning to love myself. He said, I've been brainwashed by the establishment to be a robot. And it was so lovely. He started crying. Now, he was 6'7", built like a tank, and had all this armour from being a soldier, and then went into the police. And it was just so wonderful to give him certain books, give him certain guidelines, metaphysical knowledge. And wow, he said, I'm on a path I never knew I could be on. Thank you.
So the Healing Zone is, if some of you don't know where that is yet, it's the conservatory-looking building, the glass building that some of you would have driven past or walked past as you're coming in. But we can show you it if you're not sure where that is. We will have a group walks each day, which were very popular last year. These will all meet outside of the house at the benches once again. And these will be walks in the local area. They will be led by Alexander or Grant, potentially Elliot, depending on we'll work all that out. But that will be the benches. And we have various other activities that are going on, other sports that will be happening. Once again, we can meet for football, volleyball, things like that, will be down at the. Am I pointing the wrong way again? Yeah. Down at the pitches. And disc golf. There's a disc golf course around here. Once again, just meet us at the benches and we'll find our way there. And we have more talks in the afternoon. All the talks are going to be in here, dinner, and then the different group activities in the evening. A number of these will be in here. The men's and women's circles, most likely. The women will be in here. The men will probably be in the healing zone area. Evening yoga will be in here. The talent show will be in here. Hip hop dance class with Francesca will be in here. The labyrinth, we'll meet at the benches and we'll go down to the labyrinth, which is on the site. Some of you won't have seen that yet. So that's us for that. That's really good. A few last people to introduce or give a round of applause to. Someone that's been helping for many years from the very start of the festival with all the website, the IT, a lot of stuff. Matthew Lorimer. And he'll be helping with the shop and taking orders and things like that with the shop. So we can speak to Matthew about that. We have Elliot, who's going to be helping with comparing the event and introducing things and things like that. Elliot. And something very special to the event, my mother, Elaine. I said, what's your role at the event? And she said, housekeeper. But for many people, she's a lot more than that.
Good evening, everyone. Just a few housekeeping things. If anyone has forgotten their towel, we've got some spare ones we can give you a loan of. If anyone's forgotten their toothbrush, we'll give you a toothbrush. You don't have to give it back. If you need a charger, anything like that, please come and talk to us. Myself, Jane and Della are the sort of main housekeeping team. So please, if anyone's uncomfortable, has any problems, please talk to us. We'll try and support you in any way that we can. If this festival goes well, you should be completely unaware of me because I'm in the background trying to prevent problems. So if you're aware of me, that means we've got problems. So hopefully you don't see me after today. Okay, thank you very much and enjoy the festival.
Now, a lot of people say, some people have said to me over the years, oh, it was so good to meet your mum. She was the best part of the festival. So nice to meet your mum. But she is my mum, not your mum. You can't take her. You can't take her home with you. No, very proud of my mum. She's an incredible person. You should really get to meet her, talk to her, find out more about her. There's a lot more about her that you don't know. So get a chance to talk to her. And she's a big part of the impact when Doug was talking about the event and people coming back. Because if it was just left to me, a lot of you wouldn't have come back. Spare towels? No, let them dry in the sun. Why are we bringing towels? So tonight what we're going to do, anyway, thank you very much for your attention today. Thank you for being here. Let me give it, just Frederick, he's going to be filming all of our talks. Thank you very much, Frederick. So tonight, what we've got left, if any of you have got the energy for it, we're going to have a little party in the pool, which is somewhere this way or that way. Oh yeah, okay. One of our other speakers who's not here yet is Dr. Ellen Storm. She's an NHS doctor. She's going to be part of our events. She'll be speaking with Rosalind as part of her presentation. So very much looking forward to that. And I'm sure she'll be available to answer a lot of questions for you as well if you've got questions on a lot of different topics. Tonight, I think we're good for announcements. She mentioned Anna, who's doing her social media and maybe doing pictures, maybe interviewing people. Anna Kiora there. Well, yeah. Right, and importantly, Abigail, who'll be helping with the children. So, yeah, thank you. So Abigail will be helping out at the times where there is talks and other points of the day for some of the young children here. If some of you are looking for support, she'll be providing activities and supervision if required. You can speak to her, and she'll be around. And adults can take part in what she's doing, I'm sure, as well. Yeah, excellent. So tonight the plan is we have a little pool party. We have a pool. It's here, I think. Yeah.
It's here, this direction.
It should be quite nice and warm. We'll maybe have a little bit of music there. Just have a little bit of a relaxing time. It's a nice warm temperature. If you want to take a dip before you go to bed tonight, you're absolutely open to do that. All of the people that are volunteers or doing any kind of voluntary work outside of speakers, if you could meet in the kitchen right directly after that for about 10 minutes. If all of you can do that, and that would really be helpful. That is for everyone, and that's really it for tonight. Thank you very much, everyone. We are going to be doing our absolute best, and I know the speakers are going to do their best. I know the volunteers are already doing an incredible job. It'll get better every single day. I look forward to meeting you all more. And let's make this the best week of our year, maybe the best week of our lives. Thank you very much, everyone. If any of you just want to go into the social room area in the building as well, that'll be open all night. You can go in there anytime you like, okay? Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
I forgot. You